The Boys, Seasons 1 through 3. It's a show about a team of superheroes who fight crime on a national level. Except this organization of heroes operates like a corporation, and the Supes are cold-blooded, selfish, greedy, and creepy as fuck. I definitely enjoyed this spin on the superhero genre and appreciated the adult themes throughout the show. The Boys spoofs on comic book characters and stories. They make fun of the release the Snyder Cut and the endless superhero movies that keep being made. Homelander is a parody of Superman, Soldier Boy is a spoof on Captain America, and the Thanos butt theory is actually put to the test in Season 3. Except, it's actually the penis theory if you think about it. It's also a show about people and relationships and dealing with grief. Butcher and Hughie and the rest of the boys dedicate their lives to avenge those they love the most. And it's also about doing the right thing, despite living in a cruel, selfish, and fucked up world. I mean, within the first 10 minutes, the main character watches his girlfriend be brutally demolished into blood and guts because a superhero with super speed accidentally runs past her. It's gory and traumatic, and the moment I saw that, I knew I was in for something awesome. Like if superheroes were real, right? I feel like those kind of accidents would happen. You don't think the Flash ever accidentally killed people during one of his super speed runs? Don't tell me Superman never accidentally crushed someone during a fight in Metropolis. And that's exactly why I like this show, because it depicts superheroes as perverted egomaniacs instead of these shining gods. Homelander's character, for example, he's this narcissistic, egotistical, insecure frat boy man-child who also happens to be the strongest soup in the world. And as an audience member, you kinda hate, but also feel sorry for the character. You're kind of afraid of what a character with all that power is capable of doing. But by season 3, when you get a sense of why he turned out this way, because he never had a family, you almost feel sorry for the guy in this weird, fucked up way. And the Homelander Sigma memes are fucking awesome. They're hilarious, man. Another character I really enjoyed was Butcher. Oi, cunt. He's like this really cold-blooded, badass character who will do everything in his power to get his vengeance and take down any soup in his way. But by season 3, he turns even more reckless and uncaring. And we also realize there's a tiny sliver of humanity still in this British asshole. Soldier Boy was also a badass character. He's like a rated R Captain America. I always wondered if Captain America would have actually accepted the politics and ideals of the modern world. I always expected him to have more of an attitude like Soldier Boy was depicted in the show, and I wish they explored more of Soldier Boy's past. The Nicaragua backstory was fun to watch, and I hope we get to see more of Payback and the shit that went on back then. I think there's great story potential in that, and they can even have Soldier pay for his past crimes. I think there's great story potential in that. Seasons 1 through 2 was a bit of a slow burn, honestly. There's a lot of characters sitting down and talking. It takes a while for drama to unfold, and the episodes feel a bit longer than they should be. I don't know how much of the comics was adapted, but I've heard the comics get really spicy and even more wild than the show. But again, this is coming from a guy who hasn't read the comics, so I don't know. However, season 1 does have its moments when the story does pick up and shit starts going down. And by season 3, I was hooked. And every episode has some fucked up, violent, cruel, and nasty shit going on. Like A-Train dragging Blue Hawk's body in super speed on pavement. But I will say one thing, the season 3 finale pissed me off, man. I mean, they could have done like a really cool Game of Thrones type ending where characters die and there isn't such a happy ending. Like literally none of the main characters died. Soldier Boy, Maeve, Homelander, Ryan, Butcher, Starlight, they're all alive. I mean, the ending worked, but the show has a great track record of doing the unexpected and surprising the audience with fucked up scenes. Why didn't they do that for the finale? Compared to the season 2 finale, I thought season 3's finale was shit and trying to please the fans with a happy ending. Season 2 ended with Ryan practically killing Stormfront and killing his own mother. Season 3, on the other hand, ended with everyone alive and nothing really mind-boggling happened. Everything that happened was kind of like the safe choice. I don't know how the story unfolds in the comic, but like imagine an ending where Butcher sacrifices himself to save Ryan, but accidentally also kills Starlight, and badly injures Homelander. Like his face ends up fucked up like Black Noir, and it'll be like a real stab to his ego. Season 4 would deal with Homelander trying to mentor Ryan to become the new leader of the Seven, while an insecure Homelander hides in the shadows, covering his fucked up face and pulling the strings behind the scenes. Something similar to Palpatine in Star Wars. And now an embittered and existential Hughie, who has lost the love of his life and best friend, becomes the new butcher of the show, dedicating his life to hunting down Homelander, Ryan, and Soldier Boy. How awesome of an ending would have that been? Another thing I didn't like is that there's a few scenes where Starlight and Hughie are just out in the open, when they're almost public enemy number 1 in season 1 through 2. Like, with no disguise, you don't think TMZ or the Feds or even Homelander would have easily caught them? I don't know, I just thought that was weird and a little inconsistent with the story. All in all, this is an awesome, violent, fucked up series that spins the superhero genre and makes the heroes more realistic and flawed and abusive of their powers. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be posting more videos like this one. Oi! The name's Butcher, and
I forgot all about you. I forgot all about you. What makes you think you can come in my head? I forgot about everything, really messing with my head. I pour my heart out, leave me on red. I barely know you or leave you instead. Think about you, think about me. It's all a fantasy. Keep me unseen. It's never my fault, never your fault. Always my fault. Feeling in shock, wanting to talk like